Good afternoon, class. Good it's Wednesday, so it's gotta be
Hump Day.
And it's May, so it's
Yay, May.
Yeah.
Daniel, close the door, please.
Okay, so today we're doing the Decades Project. Today we have the 60s, and in your assignment notebook, right, tomorrow we are doing the 70s.
No, the super
70s, and a quiz update is that Mr. Bonk is doing his Texas two-step. He's putting his right foot forward, and he's evaluating and doing that. If your questions are right or wrong, then tomorrow or later this afternoon, he's gonna go back and he's gonna evaluate your mastery comments. Questions? Capiche?
I think it's important that you find something, an activity, a simulation, something that kids would find engaging, something that gets them actively involved. It should be definitely something that's very much student-centered. What's nice with this project is it affords me as a social studies teacher the opportunity of getting into much more depth on different decades, different topics of those decades, through the lens of the students being able to do it. Secondly, I think that when you talk about the importance of history, and I think it's a hard lesson for kids to learn. You know, kids too often still see history the way we memorize it. You know, memorizing the dates and the facts. You had to know 1776. You had to know 1861 was the start of the Civil War. But rather, what I try to focus on is not the dates and the facts, but rather it's the story. It's the story that we're telling. It's this very compelling story with individuals and the events that go along with these individuals. Students have the opportunity to be assigned to a decade, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and the uh-ohs, as I like to call it. Students are then given an opportunity to research significant historical events, key players of that decade, and at the same time, they're given an opportunity to also research the pop culture of that decade, the music, the fashion, the television shows, and so on and so forth, new technology, and then they take the research that they have been able to compile, and they create an iMovie, a documentary of that particular. I think one of the most important reasons why we need to study history is that when you look back at the past, it gives us a better understanding of who we were. When you study the past, it gives you a better understanding of who we are. And conversely, when you study the past, it gives us a better understanding of who we are going to become down the road.